I think a lot of people don't understand how the fitness and everything ties into reaching the goal that we want to reach, right? For our brand and, the message that we want to put out. I don't think people understand that, but that's why we wanted to talk about it today and kind of hit on those, those things that we do that we don't necessarily like or want to do or, enjoy all the time, but we do it anyway because we know we're supposed to, right?
If I did this for the money, would've gave up long ago. It's the passion and the drive buried deep down in my soul. It's ambition, I'm too hungry, I ain't never getting full. On a mission, it's a battle, locked and loaded, bulletproof. On my mission, on the way to the top. Got my whole team.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to the Nesian Build podcast. The Baldy Boys are back in. It's episode 21 today.
Yes, sir.
Episode 21. This is the podcast of Pacific Islanders, just telling our stories and our lessons of our journey to possibly help you on yours. Let's go. It's
been a while.
It's been a while, right? We fucking had all these videos put out and we skipped out on the pod since the marathon, basically.
Yeah.
And then we had the marathon videos drop, and then this weekend, Memorial
Day
weekend,
videos drop.
Memorial Day videos drop.
Yep.
We got one more coming, and on that for that day, but that was gonna be a little bit different than the vlog style video we did, which was a tight ass video.
Yeah. Actually, it was meant to be vlog style, but then turned out more so of just a B-roll.
Yeah. It was a good ass video. I enjoyed it. Had good vibes to it.
I had fun making that one.
Yeah, that was cool. And then so we had Memorial Day, the Memorial Day tournament. It was a solid turnout. We posted up, had a booth up. Bunch of people came out. It really seemed like a mini Labor Day, my Labor Day tournament, man. It really had those feels.
Started off a little slow. In the morning, it was cold, but once that sun came out, I looked up, I was like, damn, where'd everybody come from?
It was crazy. It was a good ass time for real. It really did feel like the my Labor Day tournament that we usually have every year, and there was a lot of people out there. It was a good ass time. Sales were good too. You know, a lot of people came through, a lot of new people. We talked to a lot of people about the brand too and everything. So it was definitely a good time. We had from your sisters out, Chelsea and her sister came out and they sold some goods and
some tatillas.
Yeah, they had tatillas out there, cupcakes and stuff, and they made the cake for for Leo's birthday, and then
you can see that in the video.
Bill's birthday, that was in the video, and that was all good. So we thank you guys, and I'm really glad you guys got to come out and see and feel the vibes of that tournament and how Dom and Henry put all of that whole thing together. Like for real, I talked to these guys.
It's the first one they've done,
and it's the first one they've done. Yeah, like Nesian Built, we were just kind of a part of it, But Dom and Henry put that whole thing together, and they're gonna keep running with it because the island tournaments are just fun, so they're gonna keep putting it together. And I told them from the beginning, bro, I don't really want to put in a bunch of time trying to do that, trying to run the tournaments right now because I'm trying to focus on this stuff and everything else I got going on. So it's like, I'm glad that they're going to continue running this shit because we already have one like set up for July 1st. So it's pretty cool. They did a really good job, running it for the first time together. And of course, there's always going to be little mishaps and things that you learn from your first time. Yeah, you just learn as you go. You take care of it. But the main thing was everybody had a good time, and I think that was the consensus of the whole thing with everybody. It seemed like everybody enjoyed themselves, man. It was a good time. Everybody was commenting and messaging on the the chats that we have up. Yeah, so it seemed like a good ass time, and everybody wants to keep rolling. Yeah, man. So, and then Sunday was more like a chill day, I guess, for me and the family. I had family come up from Oregon. Oh yeah. So we just chilled out, barbecued and stuff. And then Monday, I went on a 14-mile ruck.
Which was Memorial Day.
Yeah, from Memorial Day. And the only reason why I wanted to speak on that was because there's a couple things so 2 years ago I would have never tried to go ruck. I always go and visit the cemetery, right? Yeah. Because I really feel that I owe so much to those people that lay there. And if you've ever been to that cemetery, the Tahoma National Cemetery,
I've been there. Yeah.
It's fucking beautiful, bro. It is so beautiful, and I get very emotional every time I go in that place, right? Yeah. Just because I was in the military, but I was lucky enough to never have to, be, in that. I don't have to be in that situation. Yep. My family's not in that situation, right? But I go in there and I just feel like super blessed that those people did everything that they did for our country, for all the opportunities that we have that sometimes people forget, and I really wanted to, that was my way of showing my appreciation, even though I think it was like nothing, bro. Like what I did and those things that I do, it's like people were messaging and say, good job, this and that. It's like, bro, it's just a tiny thing that I feel like I can do to just show my appreciation, but it's really nothing. And it's not about me that day. It's about them, that pain and this little bit of suffering that I went through, that's all about them, So 2 years ago, I would have never thought about doing that because my body was not ready for that kind of shit. Yeah. But it's crazy, like how it just now my body's like so adapted to doing like these little like tough feats, that I was able to I can just get up and go and say, I'm going to go do this shit. Because I already said I was going to do it. I didn't even try. I rucked one time before that shit. And I did like a 3-mile ruck. And then.
And how long was that one again?
Which one?
That ruck you did on Monday?
That was 14 about 14 miles, yeah. And so I went out. It was about, I thought it was 10. Initially, I thought it was only going to be 10 when I put it out on my phone. But I got over there. It said 7 miles. Like, oh, shit. It's going to be a little bit longer than I thought. But it was cool. And then because I went out and then, I always bring my son there with me when I go to that cemetery. And this time, I didn't want to make him ruck 10 plus miles because I didn't know how he would get through that. But so
he joined you on the way back.
Yeah. So what I did was I rucked the first 7 over there, and then my wife dropped him off to walk back with me. So, I just want him.
And he had a bag too.
He had a bag, just with some water bottles in it. Yeah. But I just want him to see these things and be around it, and the things that we're trying to do, the things that I'm trying to do. So that, it's just an example for him to see. You know, he's going to remember. Right now, he doesn't realize what he's looking at, but he'll see it down the road, Yeah. So that's just the kind of stuff that we're just trying to lead the tribe, right?
Right. That was dope, though. I like that.
Yeah.
When I saw that on your wife's post, I was like, that's solid.
Yeah, it was cool.
I was like, thanks, AJ. I'm at home just chilling, What am I going to sacrifice today? But that was dope. I liked it.
It was fun, bro. Like, I enjoy doing those things. It's cool because my body, I feel like my body's adapted so well that, it's not like I went crazy fast doing the ruck, I kind of took my time and just wanted to be out there, enjoy that process and all the thoughts going in my head and everything. And it took, I think I was out there for maybe about a little bit over 3 hours or something like that. And, just getting to have those conversations with my son too about everything. So it was a good time. It was, of course it hurt a little bit, but it is what it is. And then I was not really sore at all. Like maybe my hips were a little bit sore the next couple of days, but you can definitely feel it with everything like squatting and stuff like that. When I was doing that, I could feel all of it still, but it was part of it.
It was worth it.
Yeah. But what we want to get into today, the topic was something that it came to mind because this weekend at the tournament, somebody came up, it seemed so crazy to me when they said this to me, but yes, we run a clothing brand. We run but it's a fitness and lifestyle brand, right? Yeah. But I guess this person sees that I always work out, and I'm better than I was, 2 years ago, right? But this person came up and said to me, we were talking throughout the day and stuff, but one of the statements said was that I'm getting so fit for no reason. And that made no fucking sense to me. And I wanted to talk about that because, I work out every fucking day. Every day I get a workout. And it's only been one day this year I haven't gotten a workout. That's only because I ate fucking hot and spicy Spam. And that shit fucked my stomach up so bad that I couldn't get it done. But I work out every day, and of course, like I want to sleep in, I want to do everything that everybody else, I want to enjoy all those things, but I'm a big believer in discipline and getting done what you're supposed to get done. Because for me, the main thing is there's a finish line, your goal, right? And the only way for you to get there is by chipping away at it day by day, right? Yeah. And if you don't do those little things, you're gonna stay that, you're going to keep that distance away from your goal, right? So if you're not moving forward, getting better every day,
you'd be stuck in the same spot.
Yeah, you'd be stuck, right? You're not moving forward and close to that goal. And I think a lot of people don't understand how the fitness and everything ties into reaching the goal that we want to reach, right? For our brand and, you know, the message that we want to put out. I don't think people understand that, but that's why we wanted to talk about it today and kind of hit on those, you know, those things that we do that we don't necessarily like or want to do or, you know, enjoy all the time, but we do it anyway because we know we're supposed to, right? So, like, if you can name like one thing that you do every day, right? Or you do a lot of the time now that you weren't doing before, right? But you know you have to do, right? What, like I can say right now, like the videos we weren't putting out every week. We weren't doing a podcast every week. We weren't, you know, just stuff like that. You weren't editing a video throughout the week every week, but now you are,
For
right?
sure wasn't, yeah.
So like a year ago, you weren't doing that, but that's something we committed to. And that's not something you want to have to put time away to do every day, right?
Yeah.
But you're doing that, right? So why do you do that though? Like, you know, that's,
Definitely to grow for us, for growth for the brand, for the, you know, for our business. That's, you know, important. And because you told me to do it, so
that's bullshit. Hey, you do what you want, bro.
that's true. But you know, that is, I actually didn't think about that. You know, with the editing, that is something. It's a lot of work, takes a lot of time, but you know, like I said, it's worth it for us, for our brand, and for our goals and where we want to be in the future, and to grow this podcast, to grow our social media, so that we can, you know, just grow overall. Yeah.
And that's what I mean. So like, just little things, right? Like we know where we want to be, right? And a lot of people, like, they know what they have to do, but they still won't do it, right? You can be told what you have to do. Like, people know, like, if I want to have a six pack or I'm overweight, right? You know, you got to stop eating so much and stop eating so much shit. And maybe stop drinking all the fucking alcohol every weekend, but you still won't do it. Like, 99% of people still won't do it.
Which is the craziest thing. It's like right there in front of you. The answer, you're looking at it. Yeah. But it's just harder to.
Yeah, it's like anybody, like they just people get the info, but they're not gonna apply.
The discipline is the key.
Yeah, and just being able to do it every day, right? And it's like, so like in my daily schedule, if we look at like my daily schedule, right? Monday through Friday. Let's just say Monday through Friday. I wake up in the morning, I work out. I don't want to wake up. Like I don't, believe me. That's,
I struggle with that.
I mean, it's the last thing that people want to do. They want to get as much sleep as they can because they want to stay in bed. The bed is comfortable. Yep. It's easy to stay in the bed, but 99% of people will do that, right? 99% of people will stay in the bed. Yeah. How do you become the 1% that get the things that the 99% don't get? You do what the 1% people do, and the 1% people get up and they fucking go work out. Yeah. Start moving your body throughout the day. You start getting ready for the day, and that, like, I always talk about getting 1% better. You know, just getting after it from the time you wake up.
But what does that feel like for you when you get up when you don't want to? Because for me, that's I hate that. You know, you're so warm and you're comfortable and you're tired, and you know, there's no one saying that you have to get up. Yeah, it's completely up to you. It's completely voluntary. 100%. I can just snooze and. Clock back out, and who's gonna know? Yeah, it's true. So what does it feel like for you when you actually to get out of that? I think that's what a lot of people, you know,
you can't, like, that's the thing about it is, we've been doing this for like a year at least of doing this early, like working out early in the morning, and you know, handling business from the start of the day. It doesn't go away. You want to fucking sleep, bro. It's not like a.
And that's what I think people need to hear.
Yeah, you need to, like.
It's not like you're a robot. No. Like, you can just get up. Oh, AJ works out every day, so it's easy for him to do.
No,
it's a fucking battle.
It is.
Every single day, there's a internal dialogue that you have to go through with yourself to get your ass in motion. Yeah. And I think a lot of people forget that part. They just see you're up, you're out, you're working out every day, you're posting. Yeah. So
but it's not that. Like,
that's what I'm trying to get at, the realness of it. The realness is it's not easy.
Yeah. It's not.
You know, even though the answer's right in front of your face, it's not easy to get to that.
It never becomes easier. Like, it's not, you know, I mean, I'm not saying that it doesn't become just easier. You get more used to it, right? You know, your sleep schedule, and that's why you have to create like these routines and these schedules, right? It helps so that you do get up. But it does, every time my alarm goes off, I hit that fucking snooze and I lay down a couple more minutes, and then you know, it's just, I don't want to get up, but I know that if I want to get to where I want to get, I need to just fucking do it. It's nothing like, and believe me, I have those talks with myself too, where
Yep.
I'm just like, get up, bitch, get up, bitch,
Yeah.
get up, bitch. Don't fucking later. Get the fuck up. Do what you're supposed to do,
Yeah.
because nobody else is gonna do it. Like nobody else is gonna do this fucking workout for you.
So that's
Nobody
that's
else.
the what's going on in your head.
Yes, all the time. And bro, I'm telling you, like, it's probably 6 out of the 7 days a week, bro, that I'm fucking battling to get up, and it's not what I want to do. I want to lay there in the bed, you know. I want to get that extra hour or two of sleep, but I also want to fucking feel good, and I also want to reach my goals. Bro,
Yeah,
you know?
there's a good comparison.
So like, and knowing everything, or going through getting the information that I've gotten through reading and podcasts and all these stuff, all these people that have gone through this journey that we're trying to go on, right? And hearing what they had to do to flip that script, right? I'm trying to do that. Like, I don't give a fuck what other people are saying that are outside of us, but I'm listening to people that I admire, and I want to follow that kind of path, right?
I think it's also good to highlight then.
Yeah.
It's like it's an internal battle, but what gives you the fuel to actually execute that? It's what you fill your head with, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
All the information that you're gaining.
Yeah.
I think people forget about that part too. It's like, how do you become this? Well,
Yeah.
you got to learn how to do it from somewhere, from something.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, you just don't, because
you can't just do what you do every single day. You don't read, you don't listen to audiobooks or podcasts and learn from other people that are where you want to be and just expect to fucking do it.
and hope, and that's the thing, like, right, you're doing the same things you've always done, and then you're hoping for a different result in your life, and you can't, like, you have to change, right? And I've already seen it. Like, there's so much that's happened in my life already, and the way I think about everything that happens nowadays, where I feel like my life has changed dramatically, bro. Just with the way I see things and the way I respond to stuff, and what matters and what doesn't matter, kind of thing, you know. And I'm okay with I'm okay, and I'm happy with the person I'm becoming, because I'm, like we always talk about, I'm trying to become a better dad, trying to become a better husband, doing everything that I'm supposed to do, not everything that, I'm not sitting here trying to accommodate everybody within my circle. Like, the circle has gotten this, like, so small. It used to be like this, right? I have a lot of friends, and you always saw, like, I have a lot of friends that know a lot of people, but the circle became this small to those people that I really expose myself to, and I really, want to be around. I love all of my people. I love them all, but it's just what I can expose I need to focus on what I'm doing right now and what we're doing right now and my family to get to that point. And then, when we get there, then we can spread it out again some more, I don't even know where that really is yet, but just getting to that point, because I need it, like, right now is that bust your ass fucking time, right? Yeah. But
I think, it takes a little bit of selfishness to get where you need to go too.
Yeah.
Not in the sense that, you don't want to share your time with people. You do.
Yeah.
But, to get to the goal, you have to stay focused. And giving your time and energy to other things and other people that aren't necessarily in alignment with it can sidetrack you, or,
Yeah. I always say that, like, you have to be selfish for quite a while to become selfless. Like, you have to work on yourself and build yourself. And this is something that, at least, that I've learned with my son. Like, the more that I've been able to deal with, or put myself in these situations and learn and grow as a man, as a person, right? I'm able to, my son is getting older, right? And my son is going through things that I would have probably responded to very differently a couple years ago. But now there's, like, so much, like, empathy and understanding of where he's coming from as, an 11-year-old boy that's growing, and, like, he's, like, I think he's going through puberty already and shit like that, like, me trying to deal with that and deal with his emotions, and trying to build him into, like, what a good man,
human being,
a good human being, like, so just dealing with that, right? And I would have responded very differently before, and the way I do it now is I feel like I'm tough on him. Like I always say, I'm really tough on my oldest son, but with the way the world is now, and it's very easy for him to stand out if I create that environment for him, because the rest of the world is going to a way where they're built off emotions and shit like that, and I'm telling him what reality is and what you need to be and what you should be for this world, the kind of man that you need to be, right? But back to my the whole daily schedule thing, right? So I wake up in the morning, I wake up in the morning, get my workout in, take a shower, go to my work, go to work, right? me and Mark still work full-time jobs while we're running Nation Build. Like we're trying to figure that shit all out, right? And that's why it's like we don't have everything figured out. We're always just trying to learn and trying to make this shit happen because this is something we love doing, right? Go to the job, fucking 8-9 hour days, right? Monday through Friday. After that, immediately come here and go back to the job thing. I would never, and I have nothing against people that work or whatever, but in my head, it's something that I just really dislike doing. And I just hate going to a job. I hate working 8 hours and 40 hours for building another man's dream. Like when I can spend that time building my dream. But I have a family to take care of, and you have responsibilities. I have responsibilities. Yeah. So that's one of the number one things I hate is spending my time, because time is super valuable to me. Time is very important to me. That's why I try to be so efficient throughout the day. Yeah. And when I have to spend majority of my week building another man's dream and working for another man and having people tell me what to do, that just bothers the hell out of me every damn day, and it makes me want to keep figuring out and keep pushing to get me out of that situation, right? Yeah. So I go do my fucking full-time job. Then I come here, I get out orders, do whatever I can before I have to go home and handle business as a dad and a husband, right? So my son has baseball. I got to take him to his baseball games. That part I like. I like taking my son to his games and watching him fucking grow as a baseball player, basketball player, whatever he does, right? And then, I mean, I got to be with a wife, take care of the dog, or about with the dog, help out with, the youngest son, stuff like that, spend some family time. And then, I forgot, I got to eat sometimes too, like that's part of the day.
Within that, you got to eat.
Within that, you got to eat too. And then, it's like 9:30 at night, and I got to take a shower still, and I got to wash fucking dishes. I don't want to wash dishes at 9:30 at night. I want to fucking get in my bed and pull my book out, and just relax, But I got to wash all these fucking dishes from throughout the day from the house that I wasn't at the house all day, and then I come home and I got to wash dishes. It's not something I enjoy, but I got to do. It's part of my process. I got to do that shit, right? And then I get to go take my shower and then fucking lay in my bed. And even though like I like reading, I don't want to be reading, right? Like I'd rather just flip, and everybody else, like most people want to be on their phones. They're just chilling on the phone and shit like that, right? But what does the 1% do? They're reading, right? So we got to do that. It's not necessarily something that like the most comfortable thing or the thing that we really want to do in that moment, but it's what I need to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's not what I want to do, it's what I need to do. And because we set our goals out there and our goals are so far, this shit is going to take a long time and a lot of work. So it's better to chip away at the damn work now and keep chipping away than to keep trying to push that shit off, Yeah. Because that's something you're going to find these little nuggets in everything that you do when you're putting in the work, right? Like you do it. I find the nuggets when I'm when I'm running, when I'm lifting, when I'm reading, and I'm in here just working on stuff and I'm listening to podcasts. All the nuggets are coming. Like I'm getting all these golden nuggets, and the shit that sits and we apply here. Sometimes they fucking work. They boom, man, for us. Sometimes they really help us out. But it's every little bit. It's that long process, knowing that it's gonna take a long time, but it's little by little, day by day, right? So we just keep on going. We just keep doing what we're supposed to do. Like I've been working out like this for fucking. I say this all the time. Been working out like this for like almost 2 years now. I'm still not fucking ripped and buff, bro. Like it's crazy, but it's part of it. Like, and I'm a perfect example of you can't out eat your. Oh yeah. I mean, you can't outwork your diet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so I obviously don't have my diet on lock, but because I still like to fuck around and go eat with my family, go eat out and shit like that. Yeah. And my wife's over bringing fucking. Safeway cookies to the house and shit, and the shit is too damn good to fucking say no. Yeah. And then at work, my job, they have donuts every day on Friday, so I'm over, and these guys are cool because they always give me a cinnamon roll. They know how much I love cinnamon rolls. Damn. So at some point, I'm gonna have to tell them, look, we guys got to stop. Just stop. I can't be doing this like no more, man. Especially if I go back on 75 hard or some shit. But yeah, it's all these little things, man. It's all these little things. And I know you don't want to be out there running. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have a 10K come up. Do you have to run it? No, you don't have to do any of this shit. You don't have to do any of this shit, bro. Right? It's like none of this shit you have to do. But it's something like, so what, one of my favorite guys that I listen to, Andy Frisella, right? On Real AF. He calls people NPCs. And gamers know what NPCs are, right? Non-playable characters or some shit like that. And that's what most people do, just floating through life. They let life handle them instead of taking control of anything around them, right? And
I don't know if it's because I'm older, seeing that more often now, but it's like, I don't know if people realize it's like.
Yeah, they don't. You know, and that's the thing, because you never heard it. You kind of think you're doing the right thing,
right?
You know, for yourself. And, you know, it's like those things like about taking your fitness into account for your life. Like, your fitness is important, but most people think that, oh, I can't because I gotta spend this time with my family, and I'm better off taking that time and you know, being with my kids and being with my wife and doing this and that. It's like, yes, you are correct, but at the same now it sounds, and it's perfectly fine now, but you're also putting yourself in a situation to where you're not healthy enough to probably see your grandkids or do anything with your grandkids, right? And I don't want to be that. Like, I'm 34 years old right now. And
damn, but you old.
Yeah, I'm old. I feel it.
Don't ask me how old I am, because I'm old now.
But I don't want to be that 60. When I'm 60, I don't want to look or feel like I'm 60. Like, I want to fucking be moving around. I want to be doing shit with my kids, right? Or my grandkids, or if I have grandkids at that time. Like, though your family. My wife posted this on social media yesterday. It's the same thing. It is not wrong to take your fitness and take your fitness and make it very important in your life. There's nothing wrong with that, especially in daily. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, your family.
Something about being selfish with your time for yourself or something like that?
Yeah, it's something like that with your fitness, right?
Yeah.
It's right now, because it's just like everything. Everybody wants that instant gratification. It's not. Yeah, it's all good now, but fucking 30 years from now, you're gonna be fucking hating that you didn't do this shit that you know you're supposed to do, right? And it's like the health issues and the health problems. That's why we fucking talk about fitness all the time, because the more you take care of yourself now, and just little things. It's not like doing crazy shit every day, right? Going on a fucking walk every day can help you live fucking longer. Like, just doing little shit like that, and just being, you know, concerned with the little things that you put into your body. Just little changes like that in your life can make a huge difference down the road. Like, just so that your family sees it. You can be there longer for your family, you know. I used to be that same guy, bro. I used to be that same guy where, like, you know, because I have auntie that one of the healthiest persons that I've known. She was a bodybuilder, yoga instructor, and she was a vegetarian and all this shit. She got cancer, like, which is crazy to me. She got cancer.
I think you remember you telling me that.
Yeah, I told you. And it's like, if she can get it, then what the fuck would I be out here trying not to get it? Like, why wouldn't I just live my life and just drink all the damn time?
Yeah. I remember that
told you that shit. And I just eat everything I want to eat. And my wife would always tell me, it's like, my wife would tell me about that kind of stuff. You should slow down, you know, drinking and stuff like that. It's like, why would I do that? You know, my auntie got cancer. She did all this stuff. You know, I was that guy. I was that fucking guy.
But for real though, I remember hearing that story.
Yeah, I told you, like, I had to flip the fucking script, man. Like, just knowing, like, this is my life. This is when I'm in that casket, I'm by myself, and the way people are gonna talk is, you know, like, I want it to be like I made I made a difference in their life the right way. Like, I had an impact in their life the right way, and if it was going about the route that I was going on the route I was going, it's not going to turn out. It wasn't going to turn out that way, the way I really wanted. Yeah. And I want to be able to impact people so that they're better for their families. They're better for the people that are around them. And that's the kind of person and kind of imprint I want to leave when I'm fucking laying in my casket, I'm underground or whatever the fuck I am, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's working. Tell you what.
Hey, little by little, bro. We're just chipping away at it.
It's like for me, I feel like I'm still in a transition period as far as trying to gain that discipline to fucking try to work out every day. That sounds like a pretty a pretty solid goal to hit.
Yeah.
Work out every day, at least for a year.
You know what is crazy? Like I never set that out, right? I didn't remember. I was telling you, I never set that out. But
even I think it wasn't until you missed your day you told me. I was like, oh, damn, I didn't realize you were doing that. I thought.
No, what was it? I think I did mention it to you.
Or you were like, I haven't missed a single day this year.
Yeah, I remember I was talking to him. I was like, I think it was like 3 weeks. I think I brought it up on a podcast. I was like saying, like, I actually think about it. I think it's been like 3 or 4 weeks already. And I don't think I've missed a day of working out. And it's just, I know it's just it's a workout. It's just a workout and it's whatever, but it's just being able to, because people always say they don't have time. Like, if you fucking tell me you don't have time, that's the last thing I'm going to believe. Like, I don't fucking believe you. Like, I make time, right? Like, I wake up earlier. Like, you don't have time because you're sleeping 12 hours. Like, come on now. Like,
you don't have time because you're giving it to something else.
Yeah. Probably on your fucking phone, It's a lot of
I was listening to an audiobook and they said exactly where it goes.
Yeah.
It's like if you really sit down and dissect your screen time and you see that you're like on the phone for 2 hours a day, there's time right there,
Yeah.
Even if it's, I don't know. But I do feel like I'm in a transition period still. It's trying to gain that discipline of working out because, I still struggle with it.
Yeah.
There's days I miss still, but, I just got to hop right back on that damn horse.
Yeah.
And keep going like this the last 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
With lifting. I missed a week before that. I was like, fuck, I gotta get back on it, man. Come on, let's go. I could feel body getting a little looser, you know what I'm saying? But then once I get back in it, it's like, okay, I need to just stay in that groove.
Yeah.
For some people, it's not going to be a perfect fucking straight path.
It's never.
You're gonna veer. You're gonna fall. You gotta just. It's all about getting back on it.
That's the main fucking thing because it's always something's always gonna fall off, right? You're never.
Something's gonna happen. Perfect, you're gonna be busy. Even though, busy, whatever.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Something's gonna happen. It's gonna throw you off course, but. The important thing is to get back on it.
Yeah.
Even if you missed a week, you missed 2 weeks, just get back on it, dude. Because most people will just like, I missed 2 weeks. Fuck it, never mind.
Yeah.
And they just won't do it again.
Yeah. And this is that time of the year too, like when summer's coming up. This was always
all the events coming up.
Yeah, this was always us, like right. We always
that's right.
Like we would lift from after Labor Day, September all the way to fucking March or something, April, like that's right. But as soon as the sun came out. We made all the excuses in the world. We said we're not. Oh, I gotta fucking go we're gonna go barbecue, bro. Like I can't work out today. Go barbecue. We're drinking at Uncle Phil's house. Just shit like that. And I got softball on Saturday, so I don't want to be all sore. Like all the excuses in the fucking world, man. All the excuses in the world.
I remember those days.
So it's up to you, right? Like it's really what you want out of life. Like it's thinking about the long term. I'm very like big picture now, I've kind of always been like that, but like just knowing what we can do if we stay on task, like just do the little things. It's always the little things that just stack up. And I say it all the time on the story post in the morning, stacking, just stack the wins every day. It's because it's stacking. It's not, you're not going to get the whole chunk in one day. People want to go viral. They want to, just get a bunch of fucking people buying their shit like that. The shit doesn't happen. The shit doesn't happen like that. Like it's a fucking building the foundation and then building yourself to be, because if I always think about like this, like even if Nesian Built was to boom right now, right?
Yeah.
We do not have the processes and everything, the inventory and nothing, to handle that. We're working on those things.
It would crumble
slowly. We would be done the day after that shit happens. So it's like we have to build ourselves to become the people that can run that whole,
build the foundation.
Yeah, you can't just. We're not just going to be able to handle that kind of shit, and that's why I say I'm totally fine with the way we grow our brand organically. Word of mouth, like people just talking about what we do and the message that we spread and the good vibes and everything. That's the only way we want to be seen. And I don't want to be put out there on fucking all these ads and stuff like that, and then we just have this influx of people just fucking coming and jumping on, and we can't handle it.
Yeah, we can't,
because we're not built.
Demand.
Yeah, it's like taking our time to build into the people that can handle a very big system. You know what I'm saying? So one day, and it's like it's only the two of us. So there's only so much we can do right now, and while working full-time jobs and stuff like that. And then it's like we have our own responsibilities when it comes to the business, right? So it's just, if I'm in here and we get we do like 1,000 orders in a day, my ass will be in here fucking going nuts. It's like, and Mark's at home editing the podcast, and I'm over here fucking
on my couch with my blanket on and just editing away.
I was like, look, we're gonna stop these podcasts for a while. We need to get these fucking.
I need your ass
out.
in here to help, bro.
But yeah, man, it's just and like we're saying, it's all these little things that we talk about. It's about doing the things that just most people won't do. You know, they just, and it's like we say, I'm not a fucking robot, and when I leave, it's like David Goggins was saying this, bro, and it's crazy that he said this shit. First, I'm gonna go with just two dudes that, you know, like they say, they bring up really like ideas that like run through my mind, and then when it's like some Instagram reel or something of them pops up right in the feed, and Nick Bear always talks about, which is something we say in the military, choosing the hard ride over the easy road. Mm-hmm. And it's always doing, because you're going to gain way more from that than you will. It's just that instant gratification thing, right? Doing the thing that's harder over the thing that's easy, right? It's easy to just lay in bed. It's easy to eat the wrong food. It's easy to, you know, not come here, right? And let's say I just got off work and orders come in. It's easy for me to just say, no, I'll push the orders to the next day. But the harder thing is for me to have to come in and pack the orders right after work, and try and get it done so fast because I only have like an hour before the post office closes.
Oh yeah,
that's the harder thing. But what's more important to me is getting our customers their orders. So they might have just ordered an hour before I got off work. But guess what? I got my ass and I fucking shot over here real quick, packed your order up and shot it out, and you probably got it the next day. That's important to me. You know, that's what most people think. And because I'm so grateful for when these orders come in. Yeah. Like, we've been doing this for 5 years, and I'm still, every time these orders come in, man, it's just thinking that people were still buying our stuff. They understand our message. They want to support us. Like, there's never going to be a time where I'm going to overlook that, and I'm not going to appreciate that. So when these orders come in, I'm getting it out to you. Like, that's important to me. That's important to us. Yeah. So when they come in, they're coming out. They're like, as fast as I can fucking get them out, I'm getting them out, right? And it's just continuing to do those little things, like every damn day. And I don't like wasting days. I'm telling you, that's the shit. Like, I don't fucking like wasting shit. And it's like, I hate when, like, even we're going on vacation in July, bro. Yeah. And I like vacation because it's family time, but I hate that I can't be
putting in the work still.
Yeah, I can't be, but
work remotely.
Yeah, but it's like, but when we're there, like, I'm getting my workout in every day still. I'm fucking, that's what I'm trying to get, you know, that summer bod ready, because when we go to Hawaii, I'm going on a run every morning, no shirt on, fucking get the heat, get the sweat in, fuck it, I don't give a fuck, bro. Like,
you're washing your clothes with your hands.
Yeah, right. Hey, I just said you can't fucking outwork your diet. Like, so I'm gonna be eating like shit probably when I get over there, but I'm gonna be working out every day. The food's too damn good to deny. Yeah, out there, it's just like home. But yeah, it's just the little things, man. Just the little things. And the only reason why we talk about these things is because we're not robust. Oh, I gotta go back to the Goggins thing. Yeah, I didn't bring up. But Goggins says that he fears showing up to wherever place he's supposed to go, whatever you believe in, right? God, you know, the devil, whatever the fuck wherever you believe in. But obviously I believe in God. So I'm saying I don't want to show up to those gates and God shows me what I was supposed to be. Mm. You know, and I tell him, it's like AJ Allen showing up, you know, I'm here, present. Yeah. And then he's like, oh, you're not AJ Allen. You're not the AJ Allen that's supposed to be here. What?
You're supposed to be this guy.
You're supposed to be this guy. Like, this guy with all these different things that got done, made a difference, you know, changed people's lives, helped people through their, you know, through their hardship, stuff like that. You're supposed to be this guy. But because I wanted instant gratification every damn day, I wanted to sit on my ass. I wanted to just fucking drink every day or just eat bad foods. Yeah. Probably didn't live long enough to make the difference that I wanted to live, right? Or the difference that I wanted to make. I don't want that to happen. It's crazy that David Goggins says that shit, because I think about it all the time, because it's like, I have to answer to why I didn't become that person. Yeah. And help people, because it's like, you really think about it, God put us all here to be great, man. Like, we're all here to be great, but it's because of all the outside shit and all the media and everything and influence of all this, a lot of the wrong things that keeps us comfortable and inside our shell and keeps us from being ready and thinking that it's bad to try and go out and do these things. Yeah. But if information was passed correctly and we were brought up the right ways, right, everybody just be out doing the right things, you know. But it's just taught differently to hold us back from becoming that. Because if everybody knew all the information and everybody was successful, we couldn't be controlled by people on top of us. So there's a whole fucking system to all this, and the reason why people are the way they are nowadays. But when you get this information, when you know the information, when you know what you need to do, why not just try it? What hurts about trying it? You know, like you might fail, but you fail if you don't try at all anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you really don't get anything out of just being down here.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't make.
Yeah, right there. Like that's exactly it. And I don't want to be that guy. Like I'd rather try, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It is what it is. But I know even with this, if Nijinville didn't make it, I still became a better person. Yeah. I still did shit that I never would have done if I didn't even try, you know? Yep. Like, I would have never ran a marathon. My wife probably would have never ran a marathon. You know, we would have never done any of the shit that we've done since we started this brand. And it's because we're trying, you know? There's nothing else to it, but I think God puts visions in your head and dreams and stuff like that for a reason, because you're capable of doing it. And it's just... who's willing to put in the work and daily, you know? It's like a test for me, man. Like I always fucking talk about that too, right? It's like the marathon. That's why I like running marathons, because a marathon is long enough to give you like it's like a glimpse of what life is like, right? It feels good. Then it shits on you. Like it just fucking sucks ass. Then all of a sudden it kind of feels good again. Like I don't know how that happens, but it just kind of feels good again. And then it shits on you again in mile 18, 20. And then it feels good for a mile. Then it fucking shits on you in mile 22. Like it's going to be a roller coaster the whole fucking time, right? There's going to be setbacks and stuff like that. But I think it's this test. I think that and this is what I meant when I was talking about the finish line is there. The goal is there. God said you're going to do this in your life. Your purpose is here, right? But he has to see if you're willing to go through all this shit to get there. To get it. And only the people that are willing to go through that shit are going to get there, get what they deserve, right? If you don't, then, you know, if you're not willing to go through all these, there's going to be tests along the way like crazy. But it's who's willing to keep pushing through them. Yeah. Right? It's like constantly, because the tests are just going to keep going. But it's there to build you to the person that you're supposed to be. You're supposed to, and then it's because those tests come, and only the people that, you know, like they always say, God gives his toughest tasks to his toughest soldiers, like stuff like that, right? So, and that has to be real, because you become tough by going through tough shit and actually overcoming that, not by quitting and hiding away from it. You can't become fucking tough. It's like people with fake confidence, like I feel like. And it's like being the guy that like I could be super confident about the shit, like a super confident dude, right? About, I made like 5 All-Stars in Saipan. I went to 3 World Series, you know, like I was 18, and from 12 to 18, that's what I did. Yeah. But I'm still talking about that.
You're living off of that.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm 34 now. What am I doing now? I'm like, you know, I've been around those kind of people, right? Where they still talk about shit they did in high school, and
that's their peak.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? You're a full grown man now. What are you doing now? Yeah. What are you doing now? Like, accomplishment is not being a dad. Like, that's not an accomplishment. You fucking did that, yes. Yeah. What kind of man are you being? What kind of father are you being? There's a peak to that too.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, everything that you do, there's a peak to it too. You can be the best version of that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's not just being that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anybody can be a fucking dad. Yeah, like, what kind of dad? This, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of dad can you be? You know, that's all I'm trying to say. What kind of fucking husband can you be? Yeah. You know? What kind of business owner can you be? What kind of Pacific Islander can you be? You know what I'm saying? We're all, you know, I get that we're all different from different islands and stuff like that. But how are you going to take that pride to another level? You know, because we all have pride in where we're from, right? How are you going to take that to another level? How are you going to really show that pride? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to represent your people the wrong ways, in the ways that you think that everybody else, you know, represent your people? Or are you going to represent your people in a fucking way that other people would have never thought that oh, these dudes from Saipan, these dudes from Guam, these dudes from Chuuk, these dudes from Costa Rica, these dudes from Samoa, they're different, you know. They're different. They're representing their people the right way, you know. So little things stack up every damn day. Hard right over the easy wrong.
Yeah.
It's easy, man, to be comfortable. That's something.
It
It's
sure
easy
is.
to be comfortable. But you're not gonna, I mean, you're just not gonna get out of life what life really holds for us if you're not getting a little uncomfortable, you know. Every day. It's not like we're not robots, like, for real. I'm not a fucking robot, and I want to do what everybody else is doing. That's why I fucking give my time. Like, when I fucking, like, this weekend, I drank, bro. I fucking drank with the boys. I enjoyed my time, and guess what I did the next day? I fucking worked out. I got back to work. Like, it's you give yourself those times, but you don't do it all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to be the best version of yourself, there's those things you have to take out. You just have to take it out of your fucking. It can't just be, because I just don't want to be. It's like it gave me like that fun, right? Like, I enjoyed that day, and I enjoyed all of it. But it's like it also reminded me of what I was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, right? And I don't want to revert back to that. I enjoy my time doing it, and I enjoy being with my people, man. I fucking love every moment of it, and it just always just feels so damn good being around everybody. But I can't revert to being back going. You know, I can't revert to that. You know, like, because I know where that got me, and especially like going from like that, and then losing my fucking job, you know, that was taking care of me and my family, and then it's like, you're gonna make the excuse that it was their fault, or are you gonna be like, you can fucking, you're gonna take this challenge and become better, so that they know that they lost something, you know? Just in my head, that's just how I run it. But it's just every day, man. I just feel there's opportunity every day for us to do something, be better. And it's not something that you always want to do. Most of the time, you don't want to fucking do it. But discipline is,
that's a lot of things. Yep.
Key. And like, so, and then somebody messaged on Facebook, right, the other day, and they said, they're like, what motivates you? They're asking me, like, what motivates me? It was based off the story for working out that day. It's like, what motivates you? What keeps you motivated? It's like, bro, straight up, like, it came right to mind. Like, I never really thought of it like this, but then it just came to mind. It's like, my motivation is to never rely on motivation. Like,
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my motivation to be able to do all this is to never rely on motivation. Like, discipline is the number one thing. And even though every day, it doesn't matter what the fuck it is, you know, if I feel like doing it or not, I do what I'm supposed to do.
Because motivation fades, man.
Yeah, it's a feeling, bro.
Yeah,
it's like,
and it goes away.
When you're happy, it goes away too. When you're sad, it goes away too. So it's the same fucking thing. So I never rely on it, and it just I'm not even thinking about it, because I know what it does. And sometimes I may be more excited than other times. Sometimes may feel better, and it's like, even just real quick, when sometimes I'm in the sweat lab in my garage, and it's like, sometimes I feel really strong, and then sometimes I feel like shit. You know, like, it's not a workout that's good, but the workout got done either way. You know? It's just one of those fucking things. But I
like that saying. What did you just say?
Oh, the motivation.
Oh, your goal is to not rely on motivation.
Yeah, my motivation is to not rely on motivation.
That's dope. I like that saying.
Yeah, and man, we're growing, man. We're growing, and the podcasts are really out there to, you know, share our stuff and share what we're going through, and
because that's what we do. Well, you know, that's what we do in our time. You know,
yeah.
Listen to podcasts, listen to other people's perspective, and what tools they use to become successful in whatever they do.
Yeah.
And that's important.
Yeah.
I think if a lot of people just kind of did that instead of filling your time with, no offense to music, but, you know, music is.
And what kind of music too?
And what kind of music, bro? Yeah. It's a form of brain. I was like, man, I'm getting old, because I listened to some of the shit, and I was like, man, dude, what you're listening to is molding you into exactly what they're talking about in the damn song. And you don't realize it. You're being programmed in your brain to live a life that you're listening to, you know?
Yeah.
Not with just one artist, but that's all the other fucking craziness that's out there today. It's just like,
And it's like just being conscious of all that, man. Like everything that you're feeding your body, your mind, your spirit. Like for real, it is.
And if you use that time to fill it with other things, man, you gain more wisdom, you gain more knowledge. You can see, kind of the bigger picture, like you talked about, in the overall picture. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I try to do.
Yeah,
I notice when I go to work, I have a good stretch of hours of. In the beginning, I wasn't really doing anything. I would just do the work, but I was like, damn, I could be filling this time with other things.
Yeah.
So I started popping in the earpiece, listening to podcasts, and then I was like, you know what? I would read on my breaks, But man, sometimes I'm not glad. I'd be going to work. I'm tired, dude. I'm sitting there reading and it just doze off. I'm like, how can I better, make this more efficient for me? So I've started listening to audiobooks now.
Audiobooks, yeah.
Yeah. So I think it was the Atomic Habits. I bought the book. I tried to read it, but I kept just zoning out. So I was like, I need to get it in though. I need that knowledge. So I converted to audiobooks. And so now when I'm going through my daily stuff at work, man, that's playing in my head.
Yeah.
I think I'm on like my 4th or 5th audiobook listening to. See. And so I've told my wife, I was like, my goal was to reach 12 books this year. I was like, but to read it, it's tough sometimes, Like I said, I'm not 100% disciplined yet, but I was like, I still want to gain the knowledge from those books.
Yeah.
So I just switched over to audiobooks. And I freaking love it now, just listening to that stuff, man. I catch myself in the feeling sometimes too when I'm listening to those things. Like, God, woo, that was deep. And it's back to work. But I love doing that now. Yeah.
Everybody's different though. Like that's, but it's good that you found a way, right? Like it's not.
Yes, and that's what I was saying on the head. I was like, I feel like I'm kind of cheating in a way.
Yeah. Because
I set the goal to read 12 books. But I was even listening to Joe Rogan's podcast. That's what he does in his time too, because those guys are really busy. And what's the best time to do it? It's like when that time for me was like, dude, I'm doing work for hours a day. Even on my commute home, it's like an hour drive home every single day. It's like instead of listening to music the whole time, which still puts me to sleep, why not listen to something that I can learn from and I'm interested in? It keeps me awake. And that's one of those things that you talked about with doing something every day. It's the commute home from work, bro, sucks.
Yeah.
But I do it because I got to take care of the family, you know. Could I live closer to the airport? Yeah, probably, but they rent crazy. It's crazy now. So I choose to live further, which takes me more time to get home. But I've turned that around and I've filled that with something that I can benefit from. Which is fucking audiobooks, man. That shit's, for anyone who hasn't tried it, it's good. I like it.
I got to do that because somebody actually mentioned that. Like, so I have a driving job, so I'm on the road. I listen to.
It'd be perfect.
Yeah, I listen to podcasts like all day.
Podcasts are good too, though. I mean, you depending on what podcast you're listening to. There's some podcasts.
You know who I listen to. I don't listen to bullshit. But
the audiobooks are dope, man, because I was like, you're getting the same thing. You're getting the same. And sometimes books are hard to read. Like, I don't even know what they're saying. But you hear other people reading it to you. Oh, you got a better understanding.
I got to try to download, like get Audible or something like that.
Yeah, I paid for Audible's weird though, bro. It's like you can only download one. I guess a premium book from them. It's like you get 1 credit a month to download the book. I'm like, what? I thought I could, but there are free books to listen to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm on my second book that I downloaded with the credit. So, but when I'm done with the book, I just try to find something else that's in their free library to listen to, or that's included with the membership to listen to.
Okay.
I've listened to. I swear, I think I'm on the 4th or 5th one now. I listened to a book about marathon training.
Oh yeah,
that shit was that thing was dope.
Yeah,
even though it's dated, it's like I swear it's back in the
applies.
90s. Yeah, a lot of it still applies. I think I told you that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my new thing now.
Still fucking. I mean,
choosing to fill my head
with the right
time.
shit.
Yeah.
I always feel guilty now too, bro. Like you're talking about that. Like I feel guilty when I'm driving in my car and because I listen to country music a lot, right?
Same.
I love fucking Morgan Wallen. Any Morgan Wallen fans out there? Shout out to my dude. He got me. Well, it was really Mark that introduced me to Morgan Wallen because I used to fucking hate country music. But he introduced me to Morgan Wallen, and Morgan Wallen has changed my life.
But it wasn't like I knew who he was. I listened
he was kind of newer at that time, anyway.
Yeah, I listened to a couple of songs at work actually, and I Shazammed. Like, who is this? And I Shazammed was okay, yeah. And I would just listen to it.
Yeah,
and then I don't know. The rest was
I don't know. I just fucking got into the dude, and like my first concert ever was Morgan Wallen. Yeah, but I feel guilty now when I'm like listening to country music instead of filling my head with information, or when I'm listening to music. Period. Like I only listen to like hip hop and stuff like that because that shit hits hard, right? And he gets the blood flowing.
Yep.
So I like listen to hip hop and shit when I work out. If I'm not listening to a podcast in the morning when I'm working out.
Sometimes I'll do that. I'll listen to the audiobook or a podcast during my workouts.
Yeah.
But on the days that it's like, dude, the energy's low.
You got to find the music.
Sometimes you got to kick the music on and turn it up.
Because even like on my runs now, like when I go run, I used to, like I'll bring, I always pop in an earphone, right? And I'll listen to like hip hop or something just to get me fucking going. Tried the podcasting. I listen to that too. But now I'm trying to lean towards not listening to anything. So I'm just in my own thoughts and just, thinking about what I'm doing at that time and, thinking a lot of different stuff. So
that book that I listened to talked about the marathoning book.
Yeah.
They talk about don't listen to anything.
Yeah.
Take your headphones out.
And focus.
I was like, damn, are you serious?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. Because I mean, how else are you gonna train yourself to do hard shit without any external motivation?
Exactly. Yeah.
You're using that music or that stuff in your ear to keep you going.
Yeah.
But when it's not there, what's going to keep you going?
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit,
did
dude,
I fucking tell you?
one.
Yeah, bro. I told you when we were training for the marathon, and one day we went out there. I think it was like it might have been a 14-mile run or something like that.
Shit was fucked up, huh?
My earphones weren't working, or I left it or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I just said I'm just fucking running without it. Right, it was fucking.
It was good.
It was cool, like, but it's like you can tell like there's a difference. Like I like it, right? Because I always like thinking like going through my thoughts. Like I enjoy that because I like to see how I deal with it. How I'm getting out of these thoughts. It's like, cause shit is not always fun, like running and hurting stuff like that, right? So it's like, how am I getting out of these thoughts? But yeah, I'm trying to move towards that shit now where I'm running, especially in the mornings. I like in the mornings when it's fucking everybody else is sleeping and I'm out here fucking sweating, right?
Yeah, especially for you where you run.
Yeah.
Because you got to make sure the coyotes and shit and the fucking raccoons ain't going to attack you.
I still haven't like gotten the balls to go run that route that I usually fucking run, like my 5-mile route.
Even with it lighter out now?
Like, because when I start, it's still dark. So like when I start, if I'm going to run that route, when I start, I'm still going to run by that area that I think there's fucking coyotes and elephants and fucking bears and shit. So I just stay away from there. Maybe I might try it again. I might go back maybe this week. I'll try it out. And I'll just fucking sprint past that area and then go for the regular run. But yeah, man. Hey, I think, you said hard right over the easy wrong. And just stack wins, man. It's just like stack wins. It's not, none of it is fucking like, none of it is supposed to be like fun, right? It's not supposed to be.
Yeah, and I think that's what people hear, but they're not listening.
Yeah.
When it comes to fucking trying to get your goals and shit.
Yeah.
It is not fucking easy. It's going to take work. It's going to hurt. It's going to burn. You're going to hate it.
It's going to take a long time.
It's going to take a long time. Just lower that expectation of trying to get that thing right now because it's not going to happen that way. People got to hear that. Because for me, for the longest time, I heard it. I wasn't listening.
Yeah.
I work out for a couple months, didn't get the result, back to whatever.
Yeah, back to the shit.
It takes the time though, man.
Yeah.
It's supposed to feel that way.
Yeah.
It's supposed to hurt. You're supposed to earn it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be given to you. So you just got to put the work in. You got to choose to put the work in. If that's something you really want, you got to fucking work to get it, man.
Yep.
It's like a lot of other things in life, unless you're,
Hey, like your goal is there, man. The tests are gonna come. It's like, are you willing to keep going through and fucking go through this test and just build yourself into the person that deserves that goal that you want, right? And I think it's just like it's just the journey, man. You have like just enjoying what you become, because like I know I'm a better person than I was, 2 years ago. We decided to go on that journey, right? And we're better off. And whether we, like we said, like whether we make it or not, whether we reach that goal that we wanted to or not, you're always going to become better because you're always going to learn from all of that, right? So even if, and I fucking talk about this all the time, even if Niche and Build didn't even fucking work, like we just stopped it. Bet your ass, everything that I learned doing this shit, I can turn into another business that could possibly work, right?
Yeah.
Because there could be factors here, and I talked about this to you just a couple weeks ago, and everything that the factors that I think are controlling us in this with our brand here, I think if I took to a different and I started something different and I didn't have those controlling factors, right, I think that would work out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But because I'm passionate about our people and I'm passionate about what we do here and the people that we've already affected and the people that we will affect, And because I think God has given us this purpose, and I feel it every fucking day, that to make this difference, make the difference in our people, we're going to push through the test. Like, that's just what I've decided on, what you've decided on, what we chose, right? Because you talked me out of my fucking, what I fucking was telling you that day. And there's a reason for it, you know. That wasn't just another test. The shit happens, man. And you just got to be willing to understand that shit will come. How do you handle it? How do you push through it? You're not always going to win that battle, right? But you can push through it and you can learn from those situations. And that's all you have to try to do it daily. Like, life's not easy for anybody. Everybody goes through fucking hardships. Like, everybody. So don't ever, like, I just, the fucking one thing I hate, like the victim mentality, where you think your situation is so much more different than somebody else's shit. Everybody goes through shit. Everybody has a fucking hard time. There's somebody that made it out there that had a harder time than you did, but you think the world chose you because you're so special, right? And the world chose you to pick on you all the time. There's people that went through so much shit, and that you probably, I'm not saying that I don't have any empathy for it, you know. Like, I understand shit sucks sometimes, but that doesn't make it so that you can't become the best version of yourself still, right?
Don't just accept it.
Yeah, don't accept it. You can fucking overcome that, you know. It's like, like we just said, it might take a long time. It might hurt a lot. It might go through more shit in that process. Yeah. But you can still come out on the other side if you just keep working towards it. But if you accept it and you just bow down and lay down to it, you're just going to stay in that place. Yeah. And if you're going through something, keep working through it. We hope that, you know, this one helped you out. We hope that you enjoyed this. And we appreciate you guys, and we love you. Thank you for joining us on this episode. Help us out, you know, help us spread the Niche and Build message, and, you know, share the love and share the podcast wherever you can. Like it, share it.
If you could just click the like button, that'd be great. We like seeing those likes.
And we like the comments.
And the comments too, yeah.
And then in the comment, if you watch the full episode, let us know in the comments what you saw on this episode that was different than other ones. There could be some things that are different in here.
There's a couple things different, probably, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. If you could, just let us know. We got some stuff that, you know, we're really excited about, and it's actually going to happen now. So be ready for it. But love you. Appreciate you. Keep fucking working, baby. See you on the next one. Let's go.